Merry meet magical souls and welcome back to another video, guys. I'm so excited for this new moon ritual and sorry if the angle's a little bit weird. I wasn't sure how to get a good angle. Long story short, we got the elements all represented around me in a pentacle to really form a good circle with all those good vibes. And I do have a bunch of cleansing herbs going on in my cauldron, guys. I want to go ahead and start off with blessing you guys with a little smudge, because we can all use a good smudge before we do any magic work. By earth, by air, by fire, by water, by spirit, in the name of Goddess Nyx, may you guys be cleansed, blessed, and rejuvenated. May your beautiful sacred space be blessed in love and light, in the name of Goddess Nyx. By the power of the new moon, Kelowna, Ambrose, the black bull, may it be as above, so below, so mote it be. Blessings to you guys, may you get a nice good cleanse. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give myself some of the love. I call to thee, pure witch's fire, through vortex flow the heavenly mire, cleanse brackish aura of debris, from dark to light sweep history, so mote it be. Gonna give myself a good little smudge too. Let's get this ritual going, guys. From Nyx's groves to earth, I call upon the new moon in this time and place. Goddess Nyx's beautiful new moon, enter my wand in your loving embrace. So let's see, guys. Element of earth, I call you forth, be present with me within my circle. Air, be present with me within my circle. Fire, be present with me within my circle. Water, be present with me within my circle. Spirit, be present with me within my circle. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, shine bright. I call upon you in this time and place. No negative energy or evil can intertrace. I cast a protective circle around me under this beautiful new moon. In the name of Goddess Nyx, let it be done, so mote it. Beautiful element of earth, you that is ever changing, you that we live and rely upon. Earth Mother Geo, be present with us within my circle. Element of air, beautiful element that gives us life, I call you forth. Blow away all that isn't serving our highest and greatest good. Bring forth serenity within my circle, so mote it be. Fire, elemental force of fire, bring to me heavenly fire, be present with me and burn away all that impedes on our highest and greatest good. Bring forth to me the heavenly energy of God, the divine, Goddess Nyx, and all ascended masters, so mote it be. Elemental force of water, bring forth your purifying waters and purify us while we do this ritual, and add an extra layer of protection within our sacred space, blessed be. And lastly, elemental force of spirit, you that is of the divine, that represents God, Nyx, and all ascended masters, please be present with us within our circle and enhance our magic and power in this time and place, so mote it be. So now that we got our beautiful circle cast, guys, let's get into working our magic. So this ritual, guys, is working with the elemental sprites, and this is what Goddess Nyx wanted us to work with and do, is work with the elemental sprites, because we all know about the archangels for each direction. We can invoke an ascended master for each direction. So now it's time to work with the beautiful elementals. So to give you guys the honest truth, some of them are very tricky, some of them are tricksters. So in and working with magic in this lifetime, guys, I definitely work with all beings of light. So I don't want to invoke anything that's going to be a little trickster, be a little brat, and I totally forgot, but I should have left an offering for each elemental sprite, guys. So while filming this ritual, guys, I totally forgot, but when you work with the elemental sprites, you totally want to leave them an offering, so I forgot to go ahead and get them each an offering, but I'm just gonna go ahead and recite some sutra, some prayers to help give them some peace, some serenity, and some love and light. So that's just what I'm gonna have to do, guys. I totally forgot to go ahead and get them a little something something. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is just recite some prayers, and that is gonna be my offering for when I work with the elemental sprites. So when you do work with them, you definitely want to go ahead and give them an offering, because you are asking for some divine help, some assistance, and they always love it. And some of them are tricksters, so you guys definitely want to call upon the ones of love and light that aren't going to cross you over and mess with you. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is recite a couple prayers, and then I'm going to offer those up to each elemental sprite. So we're going to call upon them from each direction, guys. And I got this big, beautiful citrine crystal here to represent the new moon. Calling upon all that beautiful divine energy. Power of the new moon, I call upon you in this time and place. Enter my crystal to represent you in this time and place, so mote it be. So we got the power of the new moon within our circle to help enhance all our magic, power, and intuition, so mote it be. So before I call upon each elemental sprite, guys, I'm just going to recite a heart sutra 5 times for each of the elements, so that can be my little offering towards them. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and invoke them with you guys. So a little backstory on how to recite the heart sutra. I'm just going to go ahead and recite it, and I'll leave the prayer in the comment section for you guys. It's Avaloki Dishvara Bodhisattva, when practicing the profound Prajnapartamita, perceived that the 5 skandhas are empty and thereby became free from all suffering. Also, Putra. Form is none other than emptiness. Emptiness is no different than form. The same is true with perception, conception, volition, and consciousness. Also, Putra. All dharmas are characterized by dependence upon causation. They are neither created nor do they perish, neither defiled nor immaculate, neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no perception, no conception, no volition, no consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, or mind, no form, sound, smell, taste, touch, or object of mind, no realm of the eyes, up to no realm of consciousness, no ignorance nor its extinction, up to no old age and death nor their extinction. There's no suffering, no cause of suffering, no extinction, no path, no wisdom, and also no attainment, because there's no object to be obtained. The bodhisattva, through practicing Prajnapartamita, no obstacles in the mind. Having no obstacles in the mind, they overcome fear, ultimately realizing nirvana. All Buddhas of the past, present, and future, relying on Prajnapartamita, attain anuttara samya sambuddhi. Therefore, one should know that Prajnapartamita is the great, bright, unsurpassed, and unequaled mantra, the destroyer of all suffering, the truth. A mantra Prajnapartamita should therefore be proclaimed. This is the mantra: Gate, Gate, Pragate, Persagate, Bodhisattva. So I'm going to go ahead and recite the Heart Sutra 4 more times, guys, for each elemental sprite to go ahead and leave them an offering. Then we're going to go ahead and get into this ritual. So I went ahead, guys, and recited the Heart Sutra 5 times, as well as some other mantras to each of my elements. So when I do invoke the elemental sprites, they can go ahead and claim their little offering. So basically, when you're working with the elemental sprites, guys, it's like an energy exchange. Like if you're working for your job, you're going to go ahead and get money for all your hard-earned labor. Kind of same thing for the sprites. You guys want to give them a little offering. So I went ahead and did some sutras and recited a bunch of those, so when they do come, they can go ahead and claim those good merits and use them however they'd like. So now that I have an offering for the elemental sprites, guys, we can go ahead and invoke them within our circle. So what the elemental sprites are, guys, is there's a sprite for each element. So kind of how I work with the elements, guys, there's the element of fire. Well, there are beautiful fire elementals, and there are beautiful magical beings that are created of that element. And Goddess Nyx is also telling me there are a few of those that are left that are the elemental sprites that are representing each 5 elements, and they're beautiful little magical creatures. I'm not really receiving the full name. I guess I'm gonna have to write it down, guys, but they're called Katues. Those are the elementals that are very few and rare, and they represent all 5 elements, so that's pretty neat. Long story short, guys, each elemental, so like for the element of air, there's going to be elementals that are just elemental sprites that are the beautiful magical beings that associate with this element and work with this element, guard, guide, and protect the gateway toward this element. So you guys just want to go ahead and call them all forth and help you bring forth that divine beautiful energy that they carry to help you enhance your magic and power. So whatever you're doing with the elements and yourself and your own power, calling upon the Ascended Master's help, and God is already powerful enough, but calling in that extra help with some more beautiful aspects of God's never hurt anyone. So since this is a new moon, guys, we want to go ahead and have an intention for this ritual. So you guys get like top 3 I think is the most you can do, or you can do more. Do whatever your intuition's guiding you to do, but you want to go ahead, get your intentions, state them out loud or within your mind, body, and spirit, and help manifest them into fruition. So while you call upon each elemental, go ahead and let them help you bring in that manifestation into fruition. So without further ado, guys, let's just go ahead and get on into this ritual. The beautiful invocation to call upon them, guys, is: ancient and wise creatures of magic, I call you forth from Nyx's grove. To earth may you be present with me, encompass the sacred rite that will take place. To the divine above, so below unto me, new moon, magnify our magic and creativity, so mote it be. And my intentions are for this new moon is for me. So I've stated my intentions, guys. These are what I want to come to fruition during this new moon, so mote it be. Now we're just gonna go ahead and call upon each element. Earth, to the northern spirits that guard and protect us, I call you forth to unleash your blessings unto us. I call upon your sacred power to assist me bring my manifestations into fruition, so mote it be. Air, to the Eastern Sprites that float and guide us, may your magical messages flow through me into magic to create something truly divine, so mote it be. Fire, to the Southern Sprites that bring fierce passion into our hearts, your divine glow that fights the darkness, may it bring our fingers to intertwine to bring this blessing into creation. Water, to the Western Sprites of love and beauty, enfold me within your serenity, may your magic work with me to help me heal any wounds that are affecting my mind, vessel, or spirit, so mote it be. Spirit sprites, from the heavens you were born, come forth from your starry bliss, through me, through you, all magic will flow like a dove. With your divine seal, may it be done, so mote it be. So beautiful elemental sprites, each one of you that I book from each direction, I have left an offering of prayers for you to collect. I call upon your sacred presence to help me within this time and space, to help me bring forth my manifestations into fruition in this reality. As it is my will as the High Priestess, let it be done. So mote it be. I call upon your sacred presence with the power of you, the elements, God, the divine, Nyx, Kelowna, Ambrose, the Black Wolf. May my intentions be made into fruition and be manifested right now in this time and place. As it is my will, let it be done, so mote it be. So that's basically it, guys. You just want to go ahead and have your manifestation and work with the beautiful elementals to go ahead and bring forth those intentions to just come to light, and just go ahead and hang out with them. Go ahead and meditate within your sacred circle, guys. Connect with the element of air and see which beautiful elemental sprite that you have invoked. Thank them, work with them, communicate with them, share some knowledge, and vice versa. And go to the element of water and just be embraced within the beautiful magic of the divine. It's so fun to go ahead and work with some magical creatures, guys. I hope that you definitely enjoyed this video. So for those of you who are watching, I opened my circle, but for this present moment my circle is still enacted, so mote it be. I thank each element of earth, of air, of fire, of water, of spirit, and to the beautiful elements of each direction, the elemental sprites that stood in for the elements that helped us bring our manifestations into fruition. I thank you, I appreciate you, we love you. Blessed be, hail and farewell, and until we meet again. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. And yeah, guys, I still got my circle intact because I want to meditate and do some beautiful magic within my sacred space. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications down below. And like always, guys, by the power of the new moon's grace, in the name of Goddess Nyx, by earth, by air, by fire, by water, by spirit, may you all be blessed within Goddess Nyx's loving embrace. So mote it be. Hello, beautiful souls. So while I was doing my own work after I finished the ritual with the elements, I was receiving from each of them to remind you guys, when you do work and invoke the elemental sprites, it's totally fine. It's, how do you say it? There's good and evil, guys. Like with anything, like I'm a high priestess, there's good ones, there's evil ones, there's light and dark. There's always that fight between good and evil. So when you guys invoke elemental sprites, there are plenty of good ones. They are not all evil, but when you do your wording and your intention, just call forth and manifest beings of love and light. So when you call upon an element of air sprite, you can go ahead, look up some things online. You don't have to repeat everything I do, but you just want to go ahead and make sure that when you guys are invoking them, you're invoking ones of love and light. So if you guys are calling upon the element of air, the guardians of this gateway and all that good stuff, it's totally fine. But while you invoke them, you want to imagine that you're letting in only beings of love and light within your circle, and you can state that beforehand. And you're just like imagining, element of air, I call upon a sprite that is beautiful and truly divine in the name of Goddess Nyx that is worthy to be within my circle, so mote it be. So you guys need to state it and have the mindset and the intention within your head that you're invoking a being of love and light, and anything less than that is not allowed within your space. So that is definitely one little message they wanted me to relay to you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this beautiful ritual with me because it was so much fun to film.